old seeds. Give a survival seed bank this Christmas by going to survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com. Or you can call 877-327-0365 to give the gift that produces an ongoing supply of life-sustaining food.
Do you want to get away from additives and preservatives in your food? Need alternatives to conventional food preparation? Do you want to save the fruits of your gardening labor? And are you looking for an excellent gift idea? Then check out the Excalibur Dehydrator. Dehydration is one of the healthiest, most cost-effective, and fun ways to feed yourself and your family. Make healthy snacks like fruit roll-ups and beef jerky. Store healthy food in case of an emergency with no added salts, fats, or preservatives. And save hundreds of dollars by drying it yourself with the Excalibur Dehydrator. The Excalibur Dehydrator comes with an industry-leading exclusive 10-year warranty. And when you order, you'll receive a free book filled with amazing, easy recipes. A $25 value free for a limited time. Just mention coupon code GCN. Learn more and order your Excalibur Dehydrator today at drying123.com. That's DRYING123.com. Drying123.com. Or call 1-800-875-4254. That's 1-800-875-4254. Season's greetings and health and wellness from Excalibur Dehydrator.
Okay, we are simulcasting the radio show at prisonplanet.tv, premiering this exclusive interview with Dave Mustaine in Dallas, Texas of Megadeth. And we'll finish up with the interview in this segment and the next. Then I'm going to get into other world leaders calling for global governance, demonizing those of us that expose this giant fraud by the IMF and World Bank, where they're making the gases that animals and plants breathe toxic waste so they can tax and control our lives. That's coming up. Then climatologist Tim Ball. And we also have a reporter joining us from Copenhagen, Denmark, as world government is being established. But back to Dave Mustaine.
In the top of it, there's kind of like a Stargate kind of sunburst there where people are going off to this light that they're being led off, like, come to the light. And what is the Poltergeist movie?
It's really a bug zapper.
With the rest of the record, you know, when you look inside of it, there's a lot of other stuff in there, like the symbolic. We've got the one person who's covered in flies, which, you know, kids kind of gravitate towards that kind of artwork. They like stuff that's like that, you know, graphic stuff. And we've got other pictures of Vic actually pulling the hood off of this person and showing that, you know, he's actually a victim and you know, he's either Vic is saving him or not, you know. And I look at it like this. He's kind of like saying, what are you doing under there? Let's get out of this situation. You know, I consider myself to be alone as far as, you know, in our genre, with people who really are willing to go out and stand on a limb and say, you know what, you can hate me if you want, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what's right. Because doing what's right isn't popular. It's not. And that's why people, you know, they like to take pot shots at me. But at the end of the day, you know, I do a lot of stuff that I know I'm not going to have any I'm not going to have any problems with myself when I go to sleep at night. You know, because I see people do stuff and they compromise themselves and they sing songs and they think that they're not going to affect them. You know, you say that stuff and it comes out of your mouth and you portray that stuff to other young minds and they hear that stuff. They believe that. You know, I don't want to be responsible for making anybody stumble. I want to make sure that they become better people.
More credit to dementia. Someday you too will know my pain. That smile is black to grin. If I was inside my head, take a death, I'll be dead. The icy fingers claw your back. Here I come.
In the final equation, you've spoken about a transformation or an awakening. Can you tell us, was that overnight, or was that a process, or was that just going back to something you were at your core? I mean, can you speak about you know, the changes in your life?
Yeah, it was pretty simple. I've always believed in God. That's why, you know, the first line of Peace sells, but who's buying says, what do you mean I don't believe in God? I talk to him every day, you know. When I was a kid, I was baptized as a Lutheran when I was 4, and my mom had become a Jehovah's Witness when I was 7, and that just totally ruined my life. And then by the time I turned 15, I was so full of bitterness and just hatred for organized religion that I got into black magic and went down the route of the occult. And although I didn't pursue being a Satanist, I was very much agnostic and probably more atheist than I was anything, because I just didn't want to believe anymore, because I was so spiritually abused. So when the time came when my arm had gotten destroyed in 2002, I had a terrible nerve damage to this hand, and oddly it was this one. Anything else would have happened to my body. I could have had a leg cut off and I still would have kept playing, but my moneymaker here stopped working. I had to go, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Because there was a lot of stuff that was going on. And I was on a hill and I saw a cross and I looked at it and I just went, what have I got to lose? I've tried everything else. What have I got to lose? 6 simple words, and I became a Christian, and I see the people that people don't like that are the hypocristians. You know what I mean?
That's a good term.
Yeah, I made that up. So I look at that and I'm not attracted to that, and I see people that gravitate towards me.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hello, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to invite you to go to tpr20info.com. If you suffer from chronic or recurring pain, or if you take prescription drugs for pain, then you owe it to yourself to visit tpr20info.com and get TPR20, the effective pain relief cream without the harmful side effects of prescription drugs. I use TPR20 for arthritis in my hand, and it works great. It relieves the pain fast and fights the inflammation to keep the pain away longer. On tpr20info.com, you can read about the many uses of TPR20, like arthritis, fibromyalgia, sports injuries, back pain, sore muscles, and much, much more. Visit tpr20info.com and give yourself and those you love the gift of pain relief. Order now and get free shipping in the United States and Canada. Again, that is tpr20info.com. Or click on the TPR20 banner on Infowars.com. That's TPR20info.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We're live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play the conclusion of the live Dave Mustaine interview I did in Dallas last week, the in-person interview. Then we're going to come back and get into the establishment of world government and the open announcement of planetary government, and the nature of this world government is now completely uncloaked, out in the open, your phone calls, and a lot more coming up, and climatologist Tim Ball. But this is Dave Mustaine talking about his awakening to the New World Order, his awakening becoming a Christian, and very, very powerful stuff. Obviously, we've been playing it in chunks because of the radio commercials and ads, but at prisonplanet.tv right now, it's been posted, the unedited, continued piece in one continuum, one piece at prisonplanet.tv. Here is the conclusion of Dave Mustaine.
I see the people that people don't like that are the hypocristians. You know what I mean?
That's a good term.
Yeah, I made that up. So I look at that and I'm not attracted to that, and I see people that gravitate towards me, towards my family. They want to be with us because they say certain hard luck stories and we'll feel sorry for them. I'll feel sorry for you, but you ain't getting in. Unless it's real, they're not getting in. Megadeth Radio is nonstop heavy metal, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and except for the Halloween show we put on and the Christmas music we're going to be adding towards around Christmas time, it's just standard heavy metal classics that I like. A couple of zingers, weird stuff like, B.B. King and Muddy Waters and some old stuff like that, like Stevie Ray Vaughan and some of the blues that inspired me, and then some of the older stuff that I liked as a kid growing up.